We're trying to really help the industry to create that more cooperation. How can we help more Americans with their financial situation? We're going to be able to have more clients and we can have more advisors joining the profession.
We're here with Oleg Tishkevich, the founder and CEO of Invent. Oleg, how's the event treating you so far?
It's been great. It's our first time sponsoring. I've obviously been a long-standing relationship with Orion team forever, since I started my previous business and others, and really excited to see them grow. And, to the size of this event, it's pretty massive. It's pretty impressive. So we're really enjoying talking to advisors and connecting. Great experience.
Yeah, it's over at 1,800, over 20% year over year, which I think it really points to the growth of the independent space. We were talking a little bit about that. How do you see the independent space growing from here?
There's definitely a lot of growth happening. And with that growth, I think there's some growing pains that we're experiencing in the industry. And one of the key things that we're focusing on at the event is how can we create more efficiency in the entire advice process? How can we create an ecosystem where more advisors are joining the profession, because it's shrinking today, right? And we have more advisors retiring. And the challenge is, as the firms grow, unfortunately, it's a heavy back office growth, right? But with the technology that's available today, everybody's, trying to create something on their own. And yet another client portal that an RIA is building. To me, it's an incredible amount of waste that's happening, because there's a lot of great solutions from the vendors that could be used. The challenge is everybody has their own little fiefdom, right? And what we're trying to do with Invent is create an open architecture. We have an Invent platform is an open architecture ecosystem that's open to any vendor to create, or product provider to create their own experience connected to their underlying technology, but make it available in such a way so that any firm can create whatever experience with drag and drop without having to have a heavy lift in be able to create a unique value proposition for their clients and obviously for the advisors and back office. So what that does is, provides a more scalable growth. So as you're working with firms and they're, acquiring other firms or bringing advisors on, you don't need to hire, 2 back office people for every 2 advisors, right? You're starting relying on more automated processes. Data is obviously what comes to mind as a big initiative, and obviously leveraging AI technology to streamline some of these workflows, streamline ability to share information and complete some of the mundane tasks to really streamline your operations. So that's what we're focusing on. And I hope that, we're firms that are here, we're talking to, really open to be part of that community. And I think together we can really solve a lot. Than trying to create the ultimate solution on its own. And I love that Orion is really open to a lot of these integration partners here. We're doing a lot of work with Orion as well, and as well as other solutions in the industry, and really hoping for that to continue to grow.
Yeah, and I think what you're trying to do is really lining up with kind of what the CEO today said about, the ultimate client and advisor experience, right? And it really is, you're sitting on top and trying to pull all these together, being open architect, agnostic to whatever you want to use, right? And you also we talked offline that you can, with AI, that creating your own apps is becoming easier and easier, and that your platform is even going to be helping with that as well.
Yeah, so that's another area that's really impressive, because in the past, back in the day when we used to buy computers to start a software company, right? And set up their own servers back in the early 2000s. Then AWS came out and made it really easy. You don't have to buy your own server to start a software company. So what's happening right now is really the future. You have your data and you have your apps built on the data, on top of your own data. So a lot of the things that you kind of have to implement as a SaaS provider are going away, because, example, on Invent platform, it's already everything integrated, right? The data piece is already there. So you literally invent your own solution, and the time to market with that type of approach is 10 times faster and cheaper. And you have a secure enterprise grade app that you can develop literally within weeks and publish it on Invent for others to consume. And again, it's, as I mentioned, for any company, it's free to build on Invent. So, we're trying to really help the industry to create that more cooperation environment. So instead of looking at everybody as competition, you're either in my camp or another camp. at the point where we can be more collaborative and do what's best for advisors.
Yeah, I mean, your guys are really helping advisors take care of more clients and do more for clients, right? We're seeing this expansion from what used to be just investment focused to now, financial planning, which is tax planning, estate planning, all these things. So you're really allowing the industry to give the clients the ultimate solution, right? And growing the independent space, right? So it's really setting up the industry for a great place to continue to take care of clients. So I'll put you on the spot a little bit. Over the next 5 years, what do you see as something that no one's talking about that will really ramp up other than what you're tackling now?
So I see that RIA of the future really will be much heavier allocated towards kind of client-facing staff, because that human advice is never going to go away. I think what you're going to see a lot of these back office systems really lifting the experience, elevating the experience for the back office processing for advisory firms so that they can really focus on helping more clients. And my hope, and what we're trying to promote with the platform, look, you're looking to hire 3 back office people. If you can not do that and use that only portion of that money to automate the processes, allocate the rest to maybe bring advisors that can work with clients that don't generate a lot of revenue today with the current structure. How can we help more Americans with their financial situation? And really, that's kind of close to my heart because my background is in financial planning. So I think if as an industry we start moving towards that direction, I think we're going to be able to have more clients that are going to be using advisory services, right? And we can have more advisors joining the profession.
Yeah, I think the reputation in the industry is only going to continue to get better and better, and that's going to bring more that were put off from getting an advisor to coming into the industry and be able to take care of them. So I think it's really on the right trajectory. Well, Oleg, we really appreciate you taking your time. Get back to the conference and have a great Orion Ascent.
Thank you.